You know, there are some people in Congress who are so butt stupid, it's just hard to believe. And one of those people is Hank Johnson.
He has been for a long time.
Long time.
I mean, I don't know that he is the dumbest.
He's pretty close. I mean, there's some real competitors for that title,
There are
though.
some contenders.
You know, Jasmine Crockett.
Yep. We got the lady in Florida that does her.
Oh my gosh!
Drug out her podium along the side of the road.
That thing she
awesome.
did the other day.
With the cowboy hat.
In the pink cowboy hat and the pink dress. She had a podium on the side of the road in the ditch.
That was the only place they let her do it because she was protesting some prison thing. That's awesome.
So bizarre.
Awesome.
But there's a lot of stupid people in office, and they keep getting elected. I don't know how, but this is amazing from Hank Johnson yesterday because
first,
you're gonna love it. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, play it.
Latinos outside of the Home Depots,
right,
trying to get work.
At first they
so that they could
came
feed
for them.
their families.
Yeah, so they could feed their families. So.
And I didn't say anything about it.
Why not?
Why?
Because I'm not a Latino at the Home Depot.
You're kind of selfish. Huh.
Then they
maybe you should have said
came
something.
for the
came?
Hispanic-looking folks.
Oh, wow.
Wearing hats backward with tattoos.
Yeah.
Had to have said something here, though, right?
And they deported them to El Salvador.
Oh, and surely you said something then.
And I didn't say anything about that.
Oh, my gosh. Wow, I
don't wear my hair backward.
You're heartless.
And I don't have any tattoos, and I don't look like a Latino.
Yeah, but they came for those people. So
then they came for the
Latinas. The Latinas.
At home, taking care of the children.
Oh, wow.
They scooped up the Latinas. And the children, some of whom were American citizens.
Oh, no.
Oh, did he say
one of whom was receiving treatment for cancer.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
They swept them up.
And then
them off.
Of course, you protested,
them.
right? You must have been.
And I didn't say anything about it.
Wow.
No.
Because I'm not a Latina.
Wow.
I'm not a little child.
You are heartless, Hank.
Who's an American citizen.
Heartless Hank. That's what we should call him.
Then they came back for
He didn't say anything about any of these people.
Heartless Hank.
Studying on the college campuses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The poor people
who were here
studying at Columbia, lying on their applications.
Thugs wearing masks.
Thugs wear, yeah.
Pick them up.
But that inspired you to say something.
Away and put them in a private, for-profit detention center where they languish.
But that bothered you, right, Hank?
Expense.
Did you say something,
Hank?
I hope?
And I didn't say anything about it.
Oh, no.
Because I'm not a student.
Heartless Hank.
On a foreign visa.
Heartless Hank. Oh.
And then
now, what
came
else?
And arrested a white female judge.
No.
A state court judge.
The one who broke the law?
Presiding over her courtroom.
Oh, no. Yeah. But the thing is,
you're
not a white female
managing
judge,
the affairs
he probably didn't do anything.
Of her court.
I bet he did this time because it's a white person.
They came and arrested her and he's
walked her pissed about it
to jail.
Right? He's got to be upset about that.
He has to be.
So
and I didn't say anything then.
He didn't say anything even then.
Not a judge, a white female judge, state court.
He's not. No, he's not.
But then they came for me.
They did?
And I
Why are you
around,
sitting there then if they came for you?
There was nobody left because I had remained silent.
Why are you
and they had taken everybody off. Now,
why are you talking to us then?
Why aren't you in prison if they came for you?
Yeah, what happened?
You should be in CCOT in El Salvador right now.
Right?
Right? But no, he's not. He's sitting there.
To us.
He's sitting there on the House floor. Oh, that's agonizing.
He's
oh my gosh,
a caring congressman.
Yeah,
heartless Hank.
Yeah,
at least I thought he was a caring congressman. No,
clearly
longer.
he's
no
not.
Longer, no,
because they came for all those people, and he said nothing because he wasn't one of those people.
Right.
He doesn't care. Right. So he doesn't care about anybody but himself. Is what
Obviously.
he's telling you there.
Obviously.
So congratulations on that, heartless Hank. Wow. Don't forget, this is the same guy who said,
my fear is that the whole island will
of Guam
become so
overly
populated that it will tip over and and capsize.
Now, what is that a concern then?
We don't anticipate that.
No,
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh.
They didn't anticipate it.
Well,
that's why there's Hank, because he anticipates things
right.
like that.
That's right.
And asks.
Happy
about
to have
things.
him.
Oh man, that is agonizing.
I mean, I don't know how long he's been in office, but he's 70 now.
Oh, a really long time.
But he's been there a long time.
Long time. Well, the Guam capsize thing, when was that? 2007 or 8?
Yeah, it was a while ago, yeah.
I mean, we're going on 20 years since we've been aware of it.
He's had some great meanderings. He's had that. He had the midget one.
Yeah, what was the thing about midgets?
I can't remember, but it was. I can't remember.
I do remember there was
a whole
midget rant.
There was a whole little people thing going on with him that's really funny. Against nothing funny about the little people. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No.
And but anyway, I mean, he's just been doing it for too long. He just keeps getting reelected.
It's so amazing that the people of his district keep sending him back.
Maybe no one else wants it.
Time after time.
I mean, nobody wants it, so they just, let Hank have it. Let him go ahead.
But what it does is kind of show you just how badly we need term limits, because I used to say to everybody, well, we do have term limits. It's called an election.
Right.
However, that doesn't seem to be working, since people like Hank Johnson and others have been in office 30,
so you've
40
revised
years. So I've revised it, yes.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, we don't have term limits, but we need to. Got a term-limited president, but we don't have term limits for the House and the Senate. Why is that? I think it should be 12 years for everybody. So 2 terms in the Senate and 6 terms in the House. It'd be 6 terms in the House.
Okay.
So 12 years for each.
After that, get out.
After that, you're done. Yep. Now, if you spent 6 years, we'd have to decide whether or not you can run for, like, if you're a member of the House, can you run for the Senate, or are you just done in public office at that point? Yeah, if you've been there for 12 years,
I should be able to, right? And let's say I'm a congressman.
You could squeeze another 12 years.
I don't want to start bogging you down with this bill that we're writing, but let's say I'm a congressman for 4 years. I run for Senate.
Yeah,
and I serve as a senator for
6 years.
6 years, and
then 10 years,
and then I lose.
Right,
and then I come back and I run for congressman.
You still have a little time left over.
How much time? Yeah. How much do I start again?
12 years
total. Reset?
No, it doesn't reset. Nope.
Okay. And are they separate?
We have to.
Is it a separate 12 years?
That's to be determined in my scenario.
Okay.
Because until now, I just thought, all right, 12 years, you're done. But there's a whole bunch of different scenarios where, you could serve.
And they're going to do it.
They're going to do it. Absolutely, they're going to do it. You better believe it. They're going to look for any way they possibly can to keep it going as long as they can. And so what the House members would do is win 6 terms in the House and then run for Senate. And try to get 12 more years then.
Right.
So then that'd be 24 years, and that's too many. Sorry. No, you can't do that. So I've just decided in my hypothetical here. Nope, you can't do it.
Can't do both?
Nope.
It's 12 years no matter what.
Period. So it's either 12 years in the House or 12 years in the Senate. Now, if you want to do 6 years in the House.
And 6 is the
Senate.
So
3 terms in the House, and then you could do 1 term in the Senate.
Okay.
For a total of
12. Can I run for vice president can I run for president or be appointed vice president after my 12 years in the Senate and Congress?
Boy, see, that's what they do too.
Or
I think you can.
Okay,
I think you can run for president.
And nothing resets it. So, like, if I was a congressman for like 4 years and I became vice president,
you're not
for
reset.
8 years.
No,
I come back and get another 12.
No, you can't.
All right,
you may not.
I'm just asking.
Yeah. So you can run for House, Senate. Once you served your term, if you run for president and you win, you can do another 2 terms.
As president.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it'd have to be that way.
All right. So then, any other position, I'd have to be appointed.
Yeah. Maybe you could go back home and run for governor.
Right.
And then the state can decide how long you're in office.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Once you're done in your national offices, in your U.S. office, you can go back and run as a governor, but you can't run for any national office. You can't run for Senate or House.
Wow.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Sorry.
After I've served so well.
Here's what I have to say about that. Tough. That's too bad. Tough. You've served valiantly, for the 12 years, and we're happy and we're proud of you.
My
now
constituency wants me to stay longer.
Again, tough. Yeah, they can't.
Okay.
So we're going to find somebody else. But don't you think that would help with the cronyism, with the interminable power structure in Washington, D.C.? Everybody gains this power. They learn how to scam the system. They learn how to make money.
And once
they've got the insider trading going,
and they've got it set up so that once you're in office,
it's almost hard. It's almost impossible. Yeah,
the machine keeps you in.
It's really hard to unseat.
Yeah,
once you're in, and that's something we got to do something about.
That's for sure.
Between term limits and the other thing I want is for everybody to govern from their own home district.
There's a thought.
Yeah. And I don't
think there's a way to do it yet, though.
No, if
we could figure out a way.
If only there was, I don't know, like an interweb or something where everybody could get online together and, vote from their home district. But wouldn't it be great if these representatives, both in the House and in the Senate, had to govern from their own district so that they had to talk to their constituents every single day.
Every day.
And not the lobbyists in Washington, D.C., things would be a lot different.
Now, you can make the case. We found out today that they're going to be on for the next, for the next 90 days. They're on for almost half of those days.
Not quite, though.
Not quite.
I think it's
almost half.
41 days on and 48 days off.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So you can make the case that 48 of those days they're back home, seeing their constituents,
right,
or on vacation, someplace else. But they're not in Washington D.C. doing the people's business. I'll tell you that.
Nope, they're probably in the Bahamas, more like.